Good noon, dear students. I hope you all are well with your family members. Dear students, gradually we are adapting with the adverse environment or situation. Now we all are busy with our assignment along with online classes. Dear students, this is the go of the day. Actually, man knows how to overcome problems, and today's situation must be disappeared. Okay, dear students, winter season has set in. So, can you say today what's a popular drink? Yes, dear students, a cup of hot tea is undoubtedly a popular drink. Yes. Dear students, we all want to have a cup of hot tea, especially in the morning. You have to do at first. You have to boil water in a kettle. Then you will wait till the water boils. After that, you will mix tea. Next, you will mix milk, sugar according to your demand. Finally, you will get your desirable tea. My question is that, dear students, there are some colored words. My question is, what's the name of these words, or what can we name them? Dear students, at first, then, after that, next, finally. These words have made the context very expressive. And sometimes, while going on conversation or writing something good, then in a passage we use some words that make the writings or conversation linkers or connectors. Dear students, there are a lot of words for linkers, and it is very difficult to categorize them. However, there are some common linkers, and we can easily use them. Look at the linkers. Not only if in a passage or in a sentence, if there is not only, we can use but also, in case of both, and, either, or, neither, nor, no sooner had, then we may use than, scarcely had when, hardly had before, so, ... that, like this. So, dear students, we may practice this word in a passage. So, dear students, look at the passage. Sagar is not only a good student. Yes, there is a mistake, good student, and there is a gap. So, there is a mention of not only. So, here we can use what? But also. Sagar is not only a good student, but also a good sportsman. Neither he remains sitting idly at home, nor keeps bad company. He spends time either by reading books or by playing outdoor games. No sooner had it been at 5 p.m. Then he went to the playground. Both his parents and his friends like him. Dear students, look at the passage. the colored words words have made the passage expressive, and if there is not only, then we can use but also, and if there is neither, then we may use nor, and in case of either or no sooner, in case of no sooner structure, then we can use than, both, and. Yes. Like this, there are some words that are called relative pronouns: who, which, whom, whose, that, etc. We may use them in a passage, and they may be called linkers or connectors. Another group, relative adverbs: how, when, why, where. Yes. And dear students, there are some words whom we can categorize direction and place. Direction and place. As direction and place, we may use here, there, over there, beyond, under, to the left, in the distance, opposite, like this. And next, there are some words which mean contrast. For example, suppose normally in the rain we do not go out, but if someone says though it is raining, I have to go out, or it is raining but I have to go out. These words are called contrast words, and in case of contrast between two sentences, then we may use these words as linkers. Yes. Next, emphasis. In this group, such type of words we may use, especially, also, furthermore, in addition, indeed, of course, certainly, in particular. Yes. Next, cause and effect. As cause and effect, we may use therefore, so, because, thus, hence, due to, as a result, consequently. For example, dear students, suppose we are cutting down trees randomly. In case after that, if we use a sentence which means the result of the previous sentence, then we may use therefore. Suppose we are cutting down trees randomly, as a result, therefore, so, thus, hence, due to, consequently, we have to face various natural calamities, like this. Okay, dear students, then there are some words or phrase words. As linkers, we may use a single word or a group of words. That means phrase words, yes, such as in this case, for one thing, for instance, for example, in the case of, as an example. These linkers may categorize as illustration. Yes. And next, time and sequence. Time and sequence, later, after, like in case of how to make a cup of tea, we have used after or after that, then, next, like this. Later, time, after, before, then, next, soon, finally, first, second, third, like this. So, in this way, we can categorize them. Actually, the meaning of these word or words or phrase words are not so difficult, and almost all the meaning of these words are known to us. But actually, what we require, and that is how to use them in a sentence or in a passage. It requires our comprehensive power, and this comprehensive power will come out through our earnest practice. The more we will practice passage, the more it would be clear to anyone. So next we would like to practice some linkers through a passage. Yes. There is a passage. Women are nowadays as important as men in the society. They constitute nearly half of our total population. And full stop. Dear students, in case of using linkers or connectors, punctuation is a very important factor. A punctuation may change a linker or connector. Here you must be very careful. After population, full stop, and then there is a gap. There can be no denying the fact, another gap. So women are nowadays as important as men in the society. They constitute nearly half of our total population. Full stop. So or what may be, easily you will. There are the answers, and they are in a random form, and yes. So there can be no denying the fact. Such type of phrase words, denying the fact. So there can be no denying the fact. After fact, we may use that. Yes. So there can be no denying the fact that they too possess equal rights and duties. There is a gap. Men do, subject, verb. So here what we may use? Guess it? Yes. As duties as men do. Full stop. They have noble mission to fulfill as men. Also full stop, complete sentence. Gap. They get opportunity, comma, their genius power dash capacities. So there is a condition. They get opportunity. What we may use? Condition. If they get opportunity, their genius power and or as well as capacities will bloom fully. Yes. So from the first line with the last line, the linkers have made the meaning of the whole passage expressive. So these words are very much important in case of writing something good and to be a good speaker also. Okay, dear students, another passage. Read out the passage. There is a gap. Number A, where a rich man. So dear students, normally after subject I we use was, is, like this. But here I have used where. That means there is a condition. Yes. So in that case we may use if. After if plus subject, then we may use where, always, in case of they, in case of he, in case of I. Only if I use if before the subject. If I were a rich man, comma, I would help others. Full stop. people living under poverty line make it clear, but they do not get what they dream of. According to their dream, they are not getting their or fulfilling their demand. Yes, dream of. Number D, their condition. This sentence is the result of the sentences of B and A. So, what we may use? As a result, so, therefore, hence, such type of linkers we may use. So, their condition is getting from bad to worse. Yes. The only thing they need, the only such type of idea, only thing, then we may use a linker, and that is what? Yes, that. The only thing that they need is nothing but education. Thank you, dear students. Now another gap, another passage we may use. Dear students, here globalization is a term and there is a gap, and after gap there is a verb. So, what type of linker we may use? A term, noun, gap, and after that there is a verb. In such situation or gap, we may consider a relative pronoun. So, term, a thing. After a thing, we may use which or that as a linker. Yes. That. Globalization is a term that is commonly used by man. Full stop. There is a gap. It is a process of expanding trade and commerce all over the world, creating a borderless market. There is a single word. In case of single word, normally we may use or consider adverbial word or phrase. It is a. So, actually or in fact, like this linkers we may use. In fact, it is a process of expanding trade and commerce all over the world, creating a borderless market. Full stop. Number C, global development, comma, we have conquered the time dash distance, for which there is a reason. So, we may use because of, due to, such type of linkers. Due to global development, we have conquered time, automatically the word will come out, time and distance. Yes, time and distance. Full stop. Number E, we can learn what is happening in the furthest corner of the world. What? At present, nowadays, or only now. That means time. Now we can learn what is happening in the farthest world. Dear students, there are a lot of passages. Actually, the use of linkers will vary from passage to passage. meaning to meaning, or it will also influence punctuation. So, dear students, I would like to conclude my class.